The concept of a passive range liftoff is getting into your passive range of motion, then actively using the muscles that would perform the movement, leaning out of that end range of motion and trying to move your extremity with you. If that's confusing, don't worry, I'm gonna go through it right now. So for hip external rotation, the movement we are thinking about is this movement. My right thigh is externally rotating out. So in 90-90, this is going to be the hardest position. You're going to lean into your end range of motion. So make sure we are not using our spine here. We are keeping our spines long. We are leading with our belly buttons forward and our butt cheek is reaching for the back wall. We're gonna feel a nice right glute stretch in this position. Once you get into that end range and you do not feel any closing angle hip pinchiness, we are going to contract our external rotators. Nothing's gonna happen because we are at our end range. So we're going to think about lifting the ankle up. We're gonna think about rotating that thigh out. Then we're going to slowly lean out. So you can lean back, but the true passive range liftoff is gonna be leaning a little bit to the right, kind of leaning out of it to get out of external rotation. You're gonna try to bring that foot with you and you're gonna lean until you get like enough of your ankle off the ground that you can slide your hand under it. That is our hip rotating. And then you're gonna hold that for the prescribed amount of time, usually around 3 to 5 seconds. Then to return to the end part of the rep, you're going to come back into that position, trying not to let the ankle fall to the ground. It will, but you're trying to fight that. Then you get to the start position that you were in the very beginning. So that would be one rep. So you get out, lean into the position, contract the muscles, lean out, bring your foot with you, try to rotate, pause, hold, good, come back, try to keep the ankle up, and there is your rep. You're gonna do typically about 3 to 5 reps of those. They're very taxing, so know that as you do multiple, you'll have to lean further and further to get some movement. Remember, we are trying not to hike our pelvis because that is spine movement. This is a hip exercise. The other thing that people like to do is try to push their leg off, which is just using momentum. We don't want that. We want a nice smooth movement. So even if you have to lean all the way back here, that's totally fine. Try to keep the knee down and try to avoid your ankle doing weird things. Keep that foot up and dorsiflex so we can really work on externally rotating the hip only so that we can get the most out of the exercise.